Hi, welcome along to AFTV. We are here at Vicarage Road, the home of Watford Football Club. First of all, thank you very much to Watford for letting us inside the ground today. I'll tell you what, Cecil, this is a place that I always like coming to. There's always a great atmosphere there. You can see over there the Graham Taylor stand. And this game, this weekend, is big for Arsenal. I'll tell you, it's a bit of a, you know what, it's a bit of a, almost like a local derby because Watford is not far away from the Emirates. Right? And it's such an important game. And the reason why it's so important is that this race for the top four is really, really hotting up now, you know? We're in a place right now where none of the clubs in that hunt can afford to slip up. And when you look on it on paper, and no disrespect to the people who Watford hope they're not around, but on paper, we've got the easier game. On paper, yes, right? Because look at our opposition, what's happening this weekend. Man United away at Man City. Tough game for them.
For United, yep.
West Ham away at Liverpool. Tough game, right? Then you've got, who else? You've got Wolves, they got Palace. All right, you'd expect them to beat Palace at home, but that'd be a tough game. And then, of course, you've got Chelsea. You know, I'm not even going to include Chelsea at this moment because it's like I'm getting greedy, right? For those top four places. But Tottenham, they play Everton at home. You'd expect them to beat Everton, but Tottenham playing Everton. So out of all of those games, you look on it and say, you know, Watford in the bottom two of the table. Come on.
Yeah, no. Listen, with Watford, I think it's going to be a feisty game. It always is against Watford, but we have the opportunity, obviously, to get points. We've got 3 games in hand. I know people always talk about, listen, we need to get the points, forget about the games in hand, let's get the points on the board. But I think this is the best opportunity for Arsenal to pick up points. I feel like every week, Robbie, we're talking about every game is a big game. But that's what we're playing. We're playing for
I
that
said it the other
race.
day, squeaky bum time.
Every week.
It's what Sir Alex Ferguson once said, right? This is what it is. Now, the run into the end of the season, every game, there's something on it. But we've got the best of those games.
But could it be a slip-up? As always saw United draw against Watford. I think that was a shock result. I think.
Well, you know what? Forget that you got the draw that they had against Man United, but don't forget when Ollie got sacked. That was here. That was here, innit? They destroyed. You know what I mean? They got a little knack, Watford, of like when it's the big clubs. I think they beat Villa. Yeah. They beat Everton as well at Everton. So they're one of those teams that, you know, they can turn up. I remember them. You know, last couple of times, obviously we didn't come here last year because they're in the Championship. But previous to that, there was a 2-2. Remember that game where Troy Deeney's on about we lacked cojones, we were 2-0 up, let them come back. And before that, we've come here and lost. We've come here and lost before. Never an easy place to come to, but we need a win this weekend.
No, we do, and I think that lack cojones is that comment has now changed so much in this Arsenal side. I remember the last time we played Watford at home as well, there was an incident where the player went down, we went on and continued to play and we scored. And that was a mentality shift, I feel, from Arsenal. Like we've come a long way now, really buying into what I'm seeing at Arsenal, and that cojones comment I think now can be washed away. I think this team have a lot of cojones, a lot of seniority, a lot of strong mentalities within the dressing room now. So it's going to be a very good game. I think it's one we need to capitalise on because we need top 4. That's all we're playing for this season now, Robbie. Every game is a big game, and people listening and watching, they're not going to get bored of us talking about, you know, this is a big game again, this is a big game again, because this is what we're playing for. 4th spot. We've got to get points on the board. We've got to win the game. It's going to be a big title race, and I think this is the game where it's comfortable. We should win it. No offence to the Watford fans.
No, I wouldn't say comfortable. We should win it. But you know what? I was going to go back to what you just said a minute ago, right? And I think you're really spot on to mention that is the whole cojones thing, right? The Troy Deeney, who's no longer here, and I'm glad he ain't here because, you know, he was one of those players that he was really up for this game, right? But that whole cojones thing, I think you make a great point when you say Arsenal have showed cojones. The last game against Wolves, you know, where it's 1-1. Well, actually, we're 1-0 down and then we come back and win 2-1. That's showing cojones. When we went away to Wolves, down to 10 men, you know, with still ages to go in the game and we still hold out to get that win, you know, that's showing cojones. You're right. I'm starting to really see that. And the fact that with Arsenal at the moment as well, they're having that break between games, right? Again, you know, we didn't even play last weekend. We played the Thursday before the weekend. then we're able to put our feet up and again see teams like Man United drop points to Watford, you know. The opportunity is there for us. It really is there for us.
Do you know, Rob, I want to go deeper with the cojones thing as well, in the sense of, yes, the squad are young and we're showing that they have a lot of a strong mentality, have cojones, but going even to the manager, the decisions Mikel Arteta's made over the past couple months, the Aubameyangs, the not getting a signing in January, not getting a striker and sticking to that, not bringing, you know, the things with Saliba and stuff. He's showed cojones. He's stuck to you know, his morals and his beliefs, and it's proven right now, as of today, that it's working. So
far.
So far, but you got to give him credit.
We're giving him credit. Listen, I'm gonna take a look, right? So let's look at it, right? The table. So Manchester United in 4th place on 47 points.
For now.
Played 27 games. West Ham played 27 on 45 points. Arsenal played 24. That's 3 games fewer than those 2 ahead of them, and they've got 45 points. Tottenham played 25, 1 more now than Arsenal, on 42, and Wolves played 26, that's 2 more, and they've got 40 points, 5 behind. Now, let me give you this scenario. Let's just say, for instance, I think Tottenham will win this weekend, right? That would take them up to 45. West Ham away at Liverpool. You know, if you're a betting man, you're saying Liverpool, or they're Liverpool on fire at the moment. You say they could drop points. And Man United against Man City, even though United have got United have got a good record against City away. I think they beat them last season, didn't they? I mean, they are the sort of team that can turn up against Man City.
But
we saw
Man United, Rob. This Man United.
But
it's a mess right now.
No, but this Man United are set up for counter-attack. So I expect that to be a really close game. And I think City have been a bit edgy recently. But if you was putting money on it, all the people predicting that game will say that City would win that game, right? So if that did play out, that would put Man United, and say Arsenal come here to Vicarage Road and win. And I guess all the betting people would say, we will. Yeah. Although, you know, it never always turns out that way, but, you know, hopefully. If Arsenal was to win that game, and those, you know, if, say those 3 results were to go as planned, Arsenal would be on 48 points with 3 games in hand, right? Over United, they'd be a point ahead of United with 3 games in hand. And they'd be 3 points ahead of West Ham with 3 games in hand. That would put us in an unbelievable position in this run into the top 4. Now, listen, I'm just giving scenarios. We know what football's like. We know it never always works out. But we just got, at the end of the day with us, we just got to come here and get the job done.
Game by game. Would it be ours to lose, Rob, that 4th spot? If that happens, that scenario happens, would it be ours to lose? Because again, we still have 3
I think if that scenario happens, it is definitely ours to lose, because then it's completely in our hands.
Yeah.
Now, you know, there's a lot of talk about the games in hand. Let's remember those games in hand, who they're against.
We've got some big
they're against
people.
Liverpool, they're against Chelsea. You know what I mean? Those games in hand are tough games in hand. But it's in our hands. And that's all you want to do, is get it in your hands. And I think it would be a massive we've got to do our business here. And in recent games, we have been doing the business. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it.
I am as well.
Let's get a prediction. Let's get a prediction out of you.
All right, I'm going to go with 3-1 to Arsenal. I'm very confident. I think Watford just. I think the speed of Arsenal going down the width, starting to see Watford struggle with wide play when they play against other teams. I think we'll destroy them down the side. So I think we'll get a lot of goals. There's going to be a lot of goals in this game. I think 3-1, and I'm very confident. I hate having.
They lost their last game. Was it 4-1 there to Palace? But as I said, they did go to Man United, get that 0-0 draw. What it is with Roy Hodgson, he always sets them up really hard to beat. I'm going 2-0. I think Arsenal will get the job. I think it is, you know, you said it earlier, we're looking for a more ruthless Arsenal now. So I'm going to go for 2-0. But listen, let's hope those scenarios play out. It's going to be really interesting to look at the other teams and see what they do this weekend. But at the end of the day, what it really boils down to is Arsenal have got to do their business. No point in looking at everybody else if we come here and don't do what we're supposed to do. So let's hope that we can get the job done. Looking forward to it. Once again, thanks to the guys at Watford for letting us in here at the ground today. This place is going to be buzzing come Sunday, 2 o'clock. Can't wait. And remember, you can check out AFTV. We're going to be talking to fans after the game. We'll also be in the studio with the big watch-along, so make sure you check it out.